Call me Fuego, 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the sea. Quedo, she throw away home. Bev Hill life on Rodeo.
Both the Northern Lights have to play their game or risk getting overtaken by another team within striking distance, of which there are many. Into game number 7 we go. The plane path in the air, soaring across the skies of Erangel. Will team's already dropping out. FaZe Clan going to be making a massive departure now, heading down towards Primorsk. One of these routes that we really never see them go towards, but the plane path is really unfavorable for either of their two drop locations, Milta Power or Georgia Pool. So down to the south we go. And amongst some of the members of the squad you just talked about, Dave, Rahina, E-Game Stars, Nookie going to be dropping down right over the head of Fuzzface.
Doing it all for the Nookie Lamb Biscuit 1996 throwback right there. I mean, Rahina, they could get 75 points, Esquire. They could pull it off. They're definitely a team that has it in them to do just that. So, yep, easy. 55 kills. And we already see Nookie drop it down here by Quarry, getting ready to start that engagement. And here we go. The fight of the decade. Sonic Hughes and Team Liquid.
Raise your hand in chat. One's in chat if you didn't expect this. I expect the chat to be pretty dead if that's the case. Biza going to be knocked down as well. Gene's already going to be out of the game here. It looks to be going the way of the Sonics. And the final match of the day, which maybe, Dave, could this be the game to solidify the positioning in future tournaments for this North American squad? Certainly, Shrimsy, Mime going to be happy with not losing 2 members so far, but they did lose Profi, which all things considered is going to be a substantial loss for them. Now Shrimsy goes down as well. And Team Liquid are starting to swarm back. Both squads have lost 2 in the process. And Dave, it's just it's a struggle bus that both teams are riding.
The struggle bus, one of the buses I used to ride while going to school. But looking at the overall scoreboards and just points and damage as a whole, the past 2 days, Mixie was able to secure their squad 12 kills. They have around 2k damage. Jeems 10 kills with around 2k damage, and K-Mine around 10 kills with 2k damage. So this is a team, they've been putting up those damage numbers. I just inside information. Let us know, slide to DM. So DA out here looking to make the early rotation, looking to get the classic DA center position as they are in 3rd place on the overall leaderboard. Looks like they're going to be surrounding Omikin over here, and this could be a nice little 2-pointers to start their game off.
Yeah, I don't think they were trying to surround them. I think they're trying to crash, maybe thinking it might not be open. Oh, almost hit his teammate there. Mitra very quickly going to be diverting off of that path and saving his squad mate. But now they collapse on top of the members of Omikin Esports. Spots out a helmet, not going to be the head of Yimpi. Don't be mistaken about that. But certainly the nades could fish out or at least snuff out the presence of these Omikin. Oh, good bounce right there. Going to be doing some damage, but the new nades certainly have a different impact than we saw in previous months of competitive PUBG. Yimpi maintains his health with about 50 HP. Now Paige will be swarming. Mitra going to be spotted out from the northern side of the warehouse. Spray comes inside and will be connecting pretty significantly, forcing the members of DA to at least seek a little bit of shelter, opening up a little bit more room to breathe for Omikin on the outside.
Yep, they're going to be making the pull-up. So DA, they had the advantage. They were able to kind of have a 4v2 just a second ago, but Omikin so close to each other, able to provide the much-needed support to their duo out here. And now it looks like DA, they're going to be getting themselves in a tricky situation, sandwiched on inside this compound. Mollies will be blocking the 2 entrances right now. 6mo on the outskirts trying to retaliate with their grenades as well. And Paige going to be getting taken down and out. This could open up the engagement right now.
Just coming out, Vascu trying to spray down, looks to try to get 6mo, but is unable to find the significant damage. Second try is going to be able to find it, but the third party actually, Alo with the bolty from downtown. No idea where these members of STK even are, but they find it. They see the chaos, and they capitalize beautifully. We'll see if he's going to be able to actually secure the kill. It's a far distance to work with, and certainly a lot of other members of these squads are there to pick this up. But Vascu in the sniper tower is going to be disabled. As opens up a lot of room for Mitra for DA to try to at least work his way around the outside of the building and get a flank onto T-Bone. T-Bone dips into the smoke, very low on HP, down in the front position, going to be completely undetected. Ooh. But how much more time is going to be on that field? How much more time until T-Bone gets exposed? Oh! He pops out, and down goes Lul. Another huge kill coming in for the members of Omikin, but they're playing pretty much a dancing party with the likes of DA, and it's DA that comes in up on top of it. They say, you got served and we got dished 4 points to our kill count. This is what DA has to do, Dave, but they did lose a few members in the process. So now 2 down in 3rd place position going into this game with a few kills to their name as well. how will they manage to at least continue to push for first place?
Yeah, we'll get back to that point in just a moment here because we got the last remaining members of the Sonics Mime out here tossing some defensive smokes, tossing some, I believe those were flashbangs, trying to get on out of here from the grasp of Team Liquid, who are hot on the case here. Armin, San Diego, looking for these clues, looking to get the final knock here and maybe win Pachinki for themselves here and maybe even get a couple kills this game to rack them up on the overall leaderboard. Mine will be connecting on the mix, getting a nice little connect right there. Looking to maybe go and revive H-Win. H-Win so low right here. Able to stake it. Oh, man, this is actually nuts. And you have to assume that Team Liquid are aware of this. Maybe. Gee. Molly's out there in the doorway.
And they didn't see the kill confirmed in the kill feed, so they will be at least trying to investigate what exactly is going on inside of here. The res comes out. Sonic's able to at least keep 2 alive, but the spray down and chaos continues to unfold amongst the second story of this building. Molotovs are going to be flying. They're burning the top story of the Prio compound, so really there's nowhere for the Sonics to move. If they get breached upon, it's going to be a very disastrous, very unpredictable close quarter combat fight. Mixie, though, through the window is able to find a little bit of damage onto Mime. Trapping outside the building, tries to chase him down. Spray down with a lean over the left side of the building, and he's able to find another. Mixie has just been a huge player so far here in this tournament and continues to shine a light on why he's one of the best in Europe.
I mean, the double peak from Mime also helped on the side of Mixie right there as well. So Mixie doing a great job. Let's see if they can get H-Win, the last remaining member, down to a 1v1. K-Mine versus H-Win. He stunned himself right there. K-Mine trying to get the final blow on the great fight of Pachinki. It's going to be wrapping around the corner. K-Mine will be taking down H-Win. The W. Pachinki and the revive onto Mixie.
Any K-Minders in chat, I know he's got a lot of fans. Guys, get hyped for K-Mind and the performance he was able to pull up there. Team Liquid stays alive here with 2 to their name. They claim victory over Pachinki here in the final game of the tournament. A victory within itself as they now have to, well, face off against a massive hardship here in this next phase of the game, all the way up towards the north. We have part of this phase completely outside of the map. Part of this phase is completely entrenched with water. And then the rest of it is going to be massively crowded. Tornado energy starting to take casualties around the northern side of the lake out of the Yasnaya territory. And it's Example that ends up finding a bit of a return frag. Sweet Soul about to be dropped out of the game as well. Ferox just dismantled and obliterated here, but the likes of Tornado Energy. Mailman is going to be rezzed. They will keep 4 alive as they continue on here throughout the early to mid game. Playing a little bit more of a dividend for them in the grand scheme of it all.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be out here. They're going to find themselves a safe spot like you mentioned, but not everybody. Rahina, remember, they need about 75 points to make it on into that first place position. They're starting to get these engines roaring out here. They're going to be taking shots down here onto FaZe and looking to get their first squad wipe here of the final game of the evening. FaZe Clan will be tossing out these smokes. There's grenades, there's bullets, there's the Houston hardships out there in the distance as well. All hell is breaking loose.
Does Fuzzface have the opportunity to pull off this? This could be huge right now. Certainly the height elevation is not on his side. The concealment from those 2 smokes is no longer going to be providing him with much cover at all. And he's pretty much just got to run as fast as possible. Dip down behind a little bit of Deflate. This could be a safe spot for him to just hang out until the likes of Rahina get occupied by another team. Yep.
Both are making a push up there in the north. Just a little update. This very important fight, in my opinion, because first and second place. Not only that, Tornado Energy down there to the south, and here comes the pull up right here. Oath's going to be getting a nice little drive by. Third, 3% HP, that is.
Holy cow. And that was from the vehicle too. Beautiful shots coming in from Relo. I mean, you got to just give all of these 4 players on Oath credit. They are just fantastic players, all in their own right, but they've also been able to find that individual talent and mesh it well, get that team synergy, and that's where a lot of these teams at least have been finding some struggles here in the early few months of 2020.
Just fuck green, right?
Yeah. You have to.
Can't see that guy on blue first if it's anyone there. QB probably behind the broken vehicles. Can't see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if this
He
guy's
has
still
to be
here.
somewhere there.
I'm
You have
leaving.
a car there, right?
No,
Wait,
how
no.
about you? How about you?
You can save it. We pick up head up. Let's walk in the road and fucking southwest.
I'm crossing now with the car.
Yeah, I'm just running.
Yeah.
Took a bike. 2 guys on it.
Yeah, yeah.
You should probably come to us. We want to push green here, I think.
Yeah. We need to kill green.
Let's come towards us.
I mean, okay. I'm gonna come.
Look, he's still there in the blue somewhere.
He's sitting in the blue, yeah. Don't get knocks, this guy.
No. He's
died.
dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Right, nice.
I have to move closer to TSM
Yeah.
here.
D-Rich is somewhere in blue.
We only 3 guys, but Uber's not
I'm
wishes.
coming.
Uber's
I'm
just
coming. I'm gonna
Up
bait
on this rock and tree.
Yeah.
3 guys.
Are they stuck there or?
I mean, I don't know. Semi stuck there. I have 6 bullets in my.
nading. See one of the tree in front of me. Oh, that tree, one guy.
He's running back, I left him.
Nice.
Nice, good job.
That's second bleed on that guy.
One at the blue shack.
All right, so now pop back into the engagement. Our first and second place teams, Northern Lights and Oath, are fully entwined in an engagement on the northern side of the circle. Only one team will make their way out of this. It is only possible for one at the most. The shots continue to be traded back and forth. Shinboy is going to be able to find it here onto Batul. And again, one of the players that we said was the impact player for the squad, one of the players that needs to be alive to help Spyro combo all that damage that they've been putting out throughout the entirety of this tournament, but now just perfect in the deep versus the likes of Oath. I believe Oath has 3 alive. Shinboy going to be spotted out, but now third party coming in as well as STK starts to look over the hillside. The shots are ringing down on top of the Northern Lights, and they just have to avoid this damage in whatever way possible. STK has no line of sight down onto the members of Oath currently.
Yeah, here comes the Mollies. Only 2 alive, like you mentioned, from Northern Lights. Snakers was able to get revived. Now it's a 3v2. Snakers, Shinboy holding these off angles to the west, to the east. Relo, that anchor position in the back. And like you mentioned, shoot to kill, trying to third party this as well. But Oath, they have such a nice little dip to work with. Shoot to kill. They don't have any sight lines on this. And it does look like the Northern Lights will be taken down to the zone right there. They're going to be done and dusted. Oath still alive. Now it's up to either GA or Tornado Energy to overthrow Oath. But that was a huge fight for Oath to come out on top of.
Probably one of the most impactful fights that we've seen throughout the grand finals right there. And I told you, Dave, game 7, the final games of tournaments, they always have something in store for us. And that was certainly an exciting story to see, at least ended there. But it's not over just yet. Oath still has some more work to do, and so do the other 6 teams remaining here in this lobby. 7 teams alive, 23 players still going to be competing to see if they can close it all out. Iro 4 up for TSM, going to be pushing up once again to the members of DA, who in the previous match ran him over in high fashion. DA now going to be heavily under fire. Mitra going to be taking significant damage once again, but once again able to dip back into the warehouse and avoid going down and out. This time, though, not so lucky. The second try, Iro finds success and outgo the entirety of DA. They held onto that warehouse, Dave, for almost 20 minutes, but now we'll be taking down a bit of revenge to close that story out between Iro and DA.
Yeah, and Tornado Energy, they still have 4 alive, but they came into this game 22 points behind that first place position. 303, they're going to be knocked down and out. TSM, they're also coming into this game 6th place as well, but they're going to have quite the journey ahead of them. And now after that fight, Oath, they're just going to be up there in the north, just straight up chilling, making sure not to lose any of their members, and they're still getting placement points. 6 teams remaining right here. It's coming down to it. Shoot to kill, find themselves in a nice compound, almost centralized within this next circle. And then to the opposite of that, TSM overthrowing DA just a couple of moments ago will be down there in that hard cover to the south. Looking around, Duel going to find themselves in the smokes. And you know what? K-Mine turning on right now. 5 kills to themselves this game. That grenade going to be solidifying themselves a couple more kills to the bank, to the points of Team Liquid. They're going to be the Shack boys right now, but TSM recognizing who is in that Shack might be making the push, might want to thirst this. TSM only 2 alive as well. It's coming down to it.
Not many teams were able to make it to this late game scenario with their entire squads alive. In fact, it might just be TSM and Tornado Energy on the west and eastern sides of this circle, respectively. They're going to be looking at the shack where Duel was holding out. STK still going to be on the hillside as well. Inside of the buildings that give them a little bit of elevation to look out of. But Purdy's head has been spotted. Quizzy to be taking a few bolty shots at that window, hugging the eastern border of this circle. It looks like STK might have a pretty solid opening and firing range on this squad.
Just like that. Ready to go. Lock and loaded. Tornado Energy out there to the east need to make their push now. Shoot to kill going to be right in their way. And even if Tornado Energy opt to go for a wide rotate up there to the north, you're going to have to answer oath. But Team Liquid, A-Mine is going to be connected on. Will be bleeding on out right here. Mixie going for that revive on the opposite end of this. Uncivil also getting revived. Let's listen on in.
Are you tagged?
He knocked for one. He knocked. Himself.
Yep, play it slow. Healing.
Bang bottom 4. Okay.
They're forced to push in and make a play. We're not.
I'm in my 1 story, so.
Coming from the left smokes.
Yep.
I'm holding the left side of the smoke.
I went enough real bad.
Nade, could knock me. Healing. Someone watching the push in?
Yep, I have your guys' door.
I gotta heal.
Roger.
One of the close smokes though.
Yeah, Roger. One's knocked on our building, I'm pretty sure.
He's
Might
probably
be in
got
res
revived
already.
by now.
Nade.
I don't know how to stay in.
They're mollying.
I'm mollied off, so I gotta chill for a second.
Could get mollied, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm good.
I'm throwing a random flash.
You have the push, right?
Nade here. I'm nade. Knocked from nade.
I have your door still, don't worry.
Roger.
Knocked one on me.
Wolf is pushing. Wolf is
Sticking
pushing
pretty.
on our west side.
Sticking pretty. Sticking pretty.
Okay.
Watch that door. Your
Yep,
key right
I
here.
have your guys' door.
Comms. You wanna vote north?
Yep. One on your building, lit.
Three
Nading.
mollied. Dead from. Oath knocked one. Oath knocked one.
Knocked him
I'm-
back.
They're one up. They're one up. One up and then Oath.
One in this building.
What building?
I'm prone.
Why? It's just Oath now. It's just Oath.
You're still-
Okay, I'm
Just
prone
just
healing in the
go ahead,
bathroom.
TSM.
Prone healing bathroom.
I'm gonna get on roof. I mean, I've got it.
Careful, they were close. Halo.
Yeah, that's fine.
Liquid
Still healing,
came on
slow.
slip. I don't know how many they're alive. It could be 2. I think it's only 2. If and yeah, no, the white.
Is he out right now?
TSM I think is 2 up.
Can't see yet. I
3v3v3 I think. One at the rock west on my mark.
Liquid can see me on this roof. It's not good anymore. I'm coming down.
It's
I have nades. Where's Oath right now?
TSM over there. Oath's gonna be split like this. There's probably gonna be a guy prone on orange playing spoiler.
I need a.
You guys just need to kill
Booster,
warehouse
booster.
team running in the open. You guys need to flex to kill warehouse team mainly.
Yeah, Roger. I don't boosters here.
They're running warehouse right now.
Running the warehouse, one guy.
Lit, they need
It was
help.
lit. Can you guys peek? He's already at warehouse basically.
Gotta heal.
They still have to run out of warehouse. You guys need to basically peek this side.
They're on the watchtower.
Make sure one of you looks north every once in a while. Yeah.
Cars. I need the bandage.
Warehouse still has to push out. They only have one guy in zone.
Can I get on this roof, Halo?
Yeah, you can. It's really exposed. Just be careful. You have to go on the door, then fall.
Luke's playing a little aggressive out in smoke, so get ready to support him.
I'm getting on this roof.
There's just so you know, Luke, there's a guy on like orange already on a rock.
Okay. Roger.
I'm on this roof. Far can kind of see.
I'm peeking left a tiny bit here, guys.
Hey,
Roger.
I'm just prone on the
Yeah,
roof.
I can't see anyone, but they can be proning everywhere.
This is last zone, so you got to get some space.
Smoking again.
I'm smoking everything.
I'm dropping you
Both
booster.
knocked.
One of reload's not close. Okay,
He was
so there's
knocked
probably
on
one
the
more.
other side. He was like on yellow.
There's at least
Can
one more
we-
vote probably
can
on
we
orange.
flex
There's
a
a guy
tiny bit
prone.
left?
There's a guy prone on my waypoint.
You have to just flex with smoke left. 2 of TSM are holding you
Can we
west.
try- Can we try and kill the left here?
TSM is
One
2
on
men
our
holding
rock.
like orange. They're holding
One on
like
our rock,
orange,
on my
both
mark.
of them. Just smoke towards them and pressure them. Oath will shoot them in the right.
Yeah.
Just keep
No
pressuring
one's-
them on the
No
rocks.
one's close left. We need
with
to
you.
smoke them. We need to
The-
smoke them, not us.
Closest one is on the rock.
I can flash. Flashing.
Use your util. You guys got nades and shit.
I have none.
Use them to push them off the rock.
going
Shin
off
got
the
knocked
rock.
on the north.
I got headshotted.
I got knocked. He's going the rock.
Do you have util?
Nope.
Shin dead. One of
Yeah.
one of
Still
those
on
ones
rock,
probably
still on
close
rock.
north, Luke prone. Could be rock right zone.
Do we smoke?
You saw him. You saw him on the rock,
He's on
Halo.
rock. On rock. This shit's
we
about to
have
despair,
most
so I'm throwing it.
Knock left rock.
You knocked
Knock
him.
far left side. Knock far left side. One more in the open. They're one up. One up.
Let's work
Watch
it
for
out.
the north side. You might make a play from the north now.
Left smoke, left smoke. Right there.
Left
Ooh.
Left smoke, on yellow.
Use him as bait.
Yep.
Zone's gonna touch you.
Good flashes.
Could be in smokes.
I'm peeking left of the
Take
tree.
roll for me.
No, this guy's gonna be prone close somewhere.
He flashed me. He was left. I'm proning in that right smoke, right there, right where you're aiming. Rock guy
Chin's
is
not
about
gonna-
to be pushed out.
You're better than him.
They're right smoke.
Win this game. You're better.
Checking he's out. Nice.
And he's great.
See him.
Whoa!
What a way to
Crazy.
close out the final game of the grand finals. Shoot to kill in a 1v1 with our first place team, Oath. Woo! I mean, these guys know
Yeah.
each other. They're both from North America, Dave. That fight, that 1v1 in itself definitely had a lot of impact beyond just the game-winning kill. It definitely had a lot of pride on the line. So a huge, massive finish, I think, that we can all agree on and say for shoot to kill here in game number 7.
Yeah, I mean, shoot to kill, great end right there. Honestly, Snakers from Oath just kind of being passive, waiting to make the right play towards the end there, and recognizing the situation. Still a second place for that squad, but yeah, I mean, the team comms from shoot to kill were just on point, and the encouragement from the other squad members who were knocked down and out for Luke 12. I mean, it just all came together right there, and it was just beautiful PUBG.